Hey guys. Hey guys, how you doing? It's Freaky Friday, Freaky Film Friday. You guys excited? Sorry. Yeah, man, it's Friday. I know you just got off work, or I don't know, cause it's summer, so I can't say school. The gym, I don't know, but I know you just got home, right? And you're like, hey, let me relax, you know, like let me watch some YouTube, you know, let me chill, let me unwind, let me right? And then you go on YouTube, or no, yeah, I don't know why I said no. And then you go on YouTube, you scroll for a little bit, you're like, man, there's nothing good to watch. And then you come upon Jaden.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Oh, that's something good to watch. You say in your head as you grab your snacks and get. Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah. To be honest, I don't know what to do for the intro, so I guess we just get straight into it. Okay, let's get it. Oh wait. Okay, let's get it. So, oh wait. By the way, let me address the allegations. I'm joking. I'm a good person. I don't got no allegations. I saw the comments. Oh wait, we hit 3,000 subscribers. We hit 2,000 subscribers actually, and then like a couple days later, not even a week, I don't think, we hit 3,000. Like, is that not insane? Sorry, I just went on a little rant. What was I saying before that? Because I forgot. Oh yeah, I saw the. I'm so sorry. Usually I record late at night. That's why I'm like so quiet. And that's just what I was about to say. But like, oh yeah, I saw the comments. They said I don't got that energy, that Corey Kitchen energy, right? That's because I don't get scared. Yeah, I don't get scared. Y'all probably don't believe me, but we finna see. But okay, let's okay. Any, mini, miny, mo. Okay, so for the first short film, we have 3 true scary Snapchat horror stories animated, posted by Horror Shorts Party. The goats. So let's get into it. Wait, let me turn this up.
I had been with my boyfriend for only a few months when it happened. We were both in our 20s and in a relationship for about a year and a half. We were still figuring our lives out, so there wasn't a lot of pressure for long-term commitments or anything like that. I worked at a local restaurant while he went to college to work in the aerospace industry. Overall, he was great.
What's that?
But we already had some struggles early on. He had cheated on me in the past. I found snaps and messages from other females on his phone.
No.
That's how I found out. He told me that he never responded to them, but I was still worried about it. It was hard to completely trust him with that sort of thing again after what had happened.
Yeah. First of all, if somebody's ever cheated on you in life, I'm very sorry about that. Like, no one deserves that, and I'm just letting you know. Like, I would never do that to you. So like, if you try.
So, to put my mind at ease, I often kept track of him through Snap Maps. Snap Maps was just a feature on Snapchat that allows you to see the location of other people on your friends list.
Yeah.
I checked it regularly to make sure that there was no foul play. I hadn't noticed anything since, but it made me feel better about everything. It was nice to know that he wouldn't be able to hide that sort of thing from me again. So, despite the bad start, our relationship was still going strong after a few months. One night, however, the most horrific thing happened, and it completely changed everything. It all started when my boyfriend's parents went on a trip for the weekend. My boyfriend had the house to himself, so we were able to hang out there the whole weekend and just chill out without having to worry about getting in his parents' way.
Yeah.
Then I left Sunday evening to go back to my place as I had to get up early the next morning to go to work. That's when it happened. I was awakened suddenly at around 3 a.m. by my phone ringing. It was my boyfriend. I was confused as to why he would be calling me so late, and honestly pretty annoyed that he had woken me up. But I answered the phone nonetheless. I was shocked to find my boyfriend panicking and crying on the other end.
Help me! Help me, please! I don't know what to do! I don't know what to do!
Whoa.
slow down. What's going on?
He told me he didn't know where his parents were and that they weren't answering their phones. They were supposed to be back tonight. I don't know what could have happened to them. I tried to get him to calm down and immediately drove over to his house. We called the cops, neighbors, and family members, but no one knew where they were. The police searched everywhere, but couldn't find anything. It was horrible. My boyfriend was a complete mess. Then, the cops caught a huge break. They located human remains a few miles away from my boyfriend's home. After a few tests, they were determined to be his parents. They appeared to have been murdered. My boyfriend and I broke down after that. I couldn't believe what was happening. How could...
Wait, did I miss something? Because, like, why did that happen?
someone do that to my boyfriend's parents?
Just let it out. Why are they staring at him like that? Like, y'all should be, like, consulting them. They just...
The police questioned my boyfriend repeatedly. He did his best to give them answers, but he was broken. I barely even recognized him. The cops wanted to know everything about where his parents had gone for the weekend and what they were doing there. They didn't really seem to know. All they had said was that they were going out of town. Not long after, I was brought in for questioning as well. It had only been a few days since the bodies were found, and it was still so hard for me to talk about what had happened. The cops tried to be as gentle as possible, though. I'm sorry. I know this is hard for you, but you have to try and remember. Did your boyfriend tell you where his parents had gone?
No, at least I don't think so. I'm sorry. I just...
After several more questions, they had me turn in my phone as evidence.
What if she killed him?
I told them I didn't know what good it would do, but I gave it to them anyway. The police went through my messages and Snapchat to make sure I hadn't been lying about anything. Then they checked Snap Maps, and when they did, they found the most shocking thing ever. My boyfriend had been at the same location as the bodies of his parents. Snap Maps showed him being there the same night that he had claimed that they had gone out of town. The police immediately got testimonies of people in the area where they found the bodies, and multiple people testified that they had seen my boyfriend there. He was arrested soon after. At first he tried to deny everything, but when he was shown the evidence against him, he confessed. Apparently, he had been lying to his parents about going to college. He had flunked out several semesters ago and had just been pretending to attend ever since. When his dad told him that he was planning on visiting his college the following week, he decided that he had to get rid of them. After doing what he did, he had then planned on using me as an alibi since I would back up his claim that his parents had gone out of town. I've been traumatized ever since. Like I said before, I never saw it coming. I had genuinely thought that I had found a nice guy, and I still can't believe that he was capable of doing what he did. It's made it hard for me to trust anyone ever again. I can't help but wonder if he would have eventually done the same to me if he hadn't been caught. This story was inspired by a horrifying incident that happened around July of 2021. We previously did a story on this particular case, but wanted to revisit it as it was Snapchat related. A man named Chandler Halderson was accused of assassinating his parents and hiding their remains on unknown grounds. Chandler had reported them missing, telling police they went to the family cabin for the weekend but never returned. During investigation, detectives got a break. Chandler's girlfriend, Catherine, allowed investigators to download data from her phone. Catherine had heard that Chandler had cheated on her in the past, so she would keep tabs on him via Snapchat.
Wait.
The popular app allows users to
sorry.
track their friend's location in real time. That's when detectives spotted Chandler at a remote location near a river. Detectives later decided to search that area, and to their surprise, they discovered human remains of the parents. Chandler was charged for his crimes and for lying to police. It was alleged that he had did what he did because his parents discovered he had been lying to them. Prosecutors presented evidence that Chandler, without his parents knowing, had flunked out of college. His father had scheduled a meeting to meet at the college he claimed he was attending, which in turn caused Chandler to do what he did.
Is that it? Bruh, that's crazy. You gonna kill your parents because you flunked out of college? You should get whooped. Just like fess up, you know, mom, dad, I flunked. I mean, you might get kicked out. Your parents might, like, you know. But it's better than, like, killing people, you know. But that was interesting, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I believed him for a minute. He was crying. I was convinced. I was like, he ain't do it. He definitely did. For our next short film, we have Feet. Posted by ACM Official. But yeah, Feet. Everybody got them. Maybe not her. I feel like her feet might get cut off or something. Just because, like, I don't know. Yeah, do your toes. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Who that for? Oh gosh. Hi Jackie, nice feet. Thank. Got any more photos? Excuse me, of my feet? What? Oh, now he afraid. Okay, that's crazy. I'll pay you. Bruh, for some feet pics is crazy. 50 per photo. What's your number? 50? What's your number? I'll Venmo you have. Wait, what is it? I'll Venmo you have. Bruh, 50? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. For 50, I might have to like. Fuck. Oh, okay. Oh shoot, he's not lying.
Okay.
You gotta get them ankles. Yeah.
Okay. Do you like that?
Dang. Wait, isn't that
15. It should be 25.
Yeah, I was just about to say it. Okay. Oh. I'm not comfortable sending any more photos, sorry. Too late. I already sent you the money. I'm sorry, I'm just not comfortable. Block him, girl. Send it. Send. Oh.
Block.
Yeah, okay. She got common sense. Okay. Let's give it up for her. Because text away. Answer your phone. You don't want to hear this.
Hello?
You owe me a photo,
Oh nah.
Jackie.
Leave me alone.
Fine, but you should know, if I can't have a photo of your feet, no one will.
Who's mad? Who's this? Whoa! I guess in a way I was kind of right. I don't know.
God, it's just a nightmare.
Nah. Oh. Girl, check your feet. Oh, who's that? Check your feet, Jackie.
Like I said, Jackie, if I can't have your feet,
Oh gosh. No, Jackie. Bro. Oh.
Камера снимает. Вы чё? Латышись? Расскажите сюда. Я? Снимаем, поехали. Снимаем, поехали. Что делаете? Я туда риску. Бабушка, что делаешь? Останови машину. Не буду остановить.
This next story was inspired by this disturbing dash... cam footage showcasing two men with bats attempting to rob the driver. In the background, you can see them utilize their vehicle to create a blockade so that oncoming drivers would have no choice but to encounter the bandits. The driver was eventually able to narrowly escape on the side of the road. The basic plot of the story is pretty self-explanatory, so we decided to do a mashup with the notorious creature from Jeepers Creepers. There's been several conspiracy videos online showcasing alleged footage of the phenomenon, but we'll leave it up to you to decide if it's fact or fiction. I was hours away from any major city, miles from the nearest paved road and deep into a remote rural region of my county that I'm sure most so-called locals don't even know exists. And on top of everything else, I'd gotten on the road later than I planned to, which meant darkness was setting in. I got word that my great-uncle had passed away and I knew I had to go visit the homestead for the burial. His surviving wife was quite elderly and their offspring would need taking care of everything for a few days. Unfortunately, I didn't have a passenger to share these experiences with on my drive out to their house in the plains. It was just me and my car with the endless expanses of field and pastures all around me, and of course my radio music. I knew I was close to getting there when I started navigating the muddy dirt roads. However, on this trip, I didn't feel quite the same benevolence I was used to. After enough time, the setting sun disappeared and gave way to darkness. It was right about then, at the end of that train of thought, when I started to wonder what had really been the cause of my great-uncle's death. However, I didn't get much time to ponder this. I'd just come over a slight hill when my headlights fell over a blue van parked cockeyed in the middle of the road. There was no way to go around them without trampling through somebody's property and potentially screwing up my car. At first, it seemed obvious that they had broken down, whoever they were. But as I got closer, I wasn't so sure. Still, I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, that maybe they'd pushed it out into the road to get my attention. So I slowed down to a crawl and tried to gather more information. That's when the two men who'd been driving the van appeared from inside it, holding two baseball bats and making quick strides toward my car before I even came to a complete stop. I felt my heart jump and my pulse quicken in one of those immediate fight-or-flight responses. I could tell with certainty that whatever motive these guys had didn't matter, because they were clearly desperate, and I mean dangerously desperate, with that glossy animalistic look in their eye that tells you they aren't acting like human beings right now. They even looked like they'd been attacked by wild animals, with their clothes bloody and torn. I made sure that my windows were up and my doors were locked. I gripped the steering wheel with white knuckles and grounded the brakes, trying to think of a way out as they poked and prodded my car for a way in.
Let us in! Come on, open up!
Please, please let us in! We've been out here for 2 days!
We won't survive another day out here! Open the damn door now!
I wasn't sure what to do, but I knew the last thing I wanted was to let these guys inside my car. I shook my head at them and began to slowly back away, hoping that they would somehow remain calm and wait for someone else. But they were the first people I'd seen on that entire road.
Where are you going? Let us in or we'll all die! Stop! Stop! Open the car or we will open it ourselves!
One of them quickly ran behind my car and got in my way. The panic in my brain told me to just floor it and run them down, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. After trying to maneuver around them in reverse didn't work, I saw an opening forward and put the car in drive, throttling as quickly as I dared and just barely managing to get around the van without wrecking or trapping my car. Ahead of them, I could still see the two men chasing after me in my rearview mirror, tripping in the darkness, homing in on the brake lights. I didn't even think about stopping for them, but I drove on cautiously into the night just to avoid any poorly timed driving mistakes. However, I kept checking my rearview mirror for them, just to see how desperate they were to get at me. I was about 100 feet away from them when I decided I'd check one last time, and that's when I saw something that made so little sense I had to stop and try to process it. There they were, the two of them, haggard and bloody, hobbling towards me with their bats when all of a sudden, with a single flash of something slipping by from the field to the tree line at an inhuman speed, one of them was gone. Immediately I stopped and watched the other man react to this. He screamed. Then, his wary hobble turned into a full-on sprint, with which he closed the distance between us in a matter of seconds. He collided with my car once more, striking the windows harder than ever. Before I could think to get going again, he was climbing onto the hood of my car.
Let me in, for the love of God, please! Don't let me die out here!
And right as I thought I should heed his words, I heard footsteps pounding the earth with hellish speed. And then that man's screaming was cut short. That's when I saw the man slide down the glass with his head split down the middle, spilling the torn pieces of his brain down through the rest of his severed body as it was ripped in two. And behind the two pieces of the man which fell out of sight, shrouded in impossible darkness, was the creature that had done it. Now the only thing left in the road, staring at me through the glass of my windshield. Its haunting red eyes pierced my soul with ease. What it was, I can't even describe. It was as though my brain wouldn't even allow me to fully comprehend the horrific sight of it. Though from what I could tell, it was the shape of a human wearing a cowboy hat, along with a rugged trench coat. I slammed the gas pedal to the floor and plowed over the remains of that man's body and straight through whatever that horrible thing was, only to then have it jump on the hood of my car. It began banging its head on my windshield as I attempted to shake it off with a dozen sharp turns up the dirt road.
Ah! Somebody help! Get the hell out of my windshield, you...
That's when the man, or thing, flew off to the side of the road as I sped off into the night. I couldn't see any signs of that thing in my rearview mirror. I wasn't too far from my relative's homestead, but those last few dozen miles were fraught with a degree of anxiety and fear I'd never felt before. When I saw my relatives, they did their best to console me, but they didn't believe what I had told them. They rather bitterly excused it as the tricks of grief upon the mind. And even when I showed them the damage that had been done to my car, and all the blood splattered on the hood, they again tried to convince me that I simply hit a large animal like a deer or a bear, and that I was going crazy over the trauma of the whole situation. After my great-uncle's burial the next day, I forced my family to go out to the stretch of road where it all had happened. But somehow, there was nothing there. No van, no bodies, no creature, just mud. I don't know how to explain all of this, but the fact that his land is stalked by some predator from the depths of hell that seems to be able to cover its tracks like this makes me highly doubt that my great-uncle died of a simple brain tumor, because his gouged out eyes tell me otherwise.
Gary, now I know I was wrong. I messed up and now you're gone. Gary, I'm sorry,
Can you look at the camera for a sec? Nora?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was up late last night with my father and I spent all day at the senior center. So.
Well, it's a great thing you're doing for them. And me, for that matter.
Yeah. I mean, I saw your ad in the library and I figured it might be interesting for your class project.
Yeah, well, thanks again for doing this. So.
It's really crazy I haven't seen you around campus before.
Usually I'm just in the AV studio, so. So to get started, what made you want to volunteer? What was that?
Oh, that's just my father. He's hungry, but I fed him before you got here.
Oh, do you need to?
No, it's fine. You were saying.
What made you want to volunteer and help the senior community?
Life, I guess. I mean, after my mom passed away from her illness and seeing what she went through with her own folks, I knew my father was going to need me. The people I help, they don't have anybody else.
Do you find it rewarding?
You know, I really like that you're a one-man band. Doing all of this yourself, it's really cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I just work better alone. Do you find it rewarding?
I'm so sorry I keep messing up your interview. I'm just nervous, I guess.
Totally fine. Do you find it rewarding?
Helping? Of course. They're wonderful people. For instance, there's Catherine, who never fails to make me laugh. Sometimes so hard that I piss myself. Really. And then there's Lucy, who is so sweet. She's got the biggest heart. I love her. She reminds me of my mom. You know, the kind of person that puts the needs of others before their own. I'm sorry.
No worries. Take your time.
I'll just cut that out.
Hmm?
You'll cut that out, right?
If you want me to, sure.
Okay, good. Father hates seeing me cry. Right before he died, he'd say not to cry because he'd always be there. And I didn't really ever know what that meant.
You mean your mom, right? You said you're taking care of your dad?
Yes. I am out of it today, aren't I? Go back to your room.
Who are you talking to?
My father.
Wait, so is your dad alive or?
Not yet.
Who's there?
It's no one. Let's just go back to the ninja.
Who's back there?
Somebody help! Help me!
I'm so sorry, Troy. I'm sorry. I'll finish your project to make it look nice. Okay.
Oh my god.
Full Sail University's Art and Design programs embrace